Don's writing new songs.
I'm Jake.
I'm Ken.
Welcome to the Weekly Pickup.
And this week, One Direction fans, we have some very sad news for you. You're probably crying. You probably already heard and tweeted out about it and whatnot. But Zayn Malik has left the band. The 22-year-old said that he just wants to have a normal 22-year-old life and some private time. And, you know, they did cancel some tour dates because he was under a lot of stress. But, I mean, the One Direction will continue on, but this time as a 4-piece band, not a 5-piece boy band.
Lollapalooza 2015 is a very particular lineup this year. Acts include Paul McCartney,
Metallica,
Sam Smith,
and Florence and the Machine, just to name a few of the bigger ones. The other little bands playing too, including Death from Above 1979, my personal.
We got another
like them.
A two-piece. If for a lot of people who don't know, another two-piece band. The new band from England, Royal Blood, actually reminds me a lot of Death from Above 1979. Same idea: drummer, electric guitar, electric bass, two-piece act. I give a lot of credit to people who can do that. Mm-hmm. Also, and I'm sure it's happened before. I'm sure it's been done, but Death from Above 1979 was like the first band I've ever heard that was like somewhat successful in like a two-piece band. It was pretty amazing. The first time I ever heard it.
Lollapalooza will be held in Chicago's Grant Park from July 31st to August 2nd for any of you who want to attend and see Death from Above 1979 and Metallica, but they're not really that big.
Sam Smith.
Yeah, Sam Smith. How's that going to work?
Stay hey with me. Forget. Yeah. May I duet there? For all of you who don't know, that was supposed to be Sam Smith's Stay With Me, sung by Metallica. And what song? Can you name the song?
I Disappear.
Yes. Thank you. Spice Girls in the news.
I know, they're really spicing up your life here. There's some, back in February, they had some never-before-released songs. And then in an interview, Baby Spice revealed
that there are actually several other Spice Girls songs in the world somewhere.
Yeah, never before released. She described it as lots and lots. She said they described lots of music. I mean, the Spice Girls would be in the news now because the 20th anniversary of their single Wannabe is quickly approaching. So a lot of tour speculation, nothing confirmed, and maybe some little rumors going on, but really nothing to talk about.
Now, well, a lot of people who speculate, like, oh, no, like, people... I'll give you an example. When, like, Tupac comes out, people are like, oh, man, Tupac's not dead. He just released a new song. Like, they make that joke a lot. What a lot of people don't realize is you record, when you make a big album like that, like a very successful album, you may write upwards of 20, 30 songs for one album. And then when they're all completed and finished, or close to being completed and finished, everybody has a big meeting, they sit down and they pick the, we'll say 9 through 14, depending on the style of music, songs to be put on the album. So it is very, I don't doubt it at all that there's a multitude
and
of Spice
especially,
Girls songs.
you have to think, though, these, no offense to the Spice Girls genre of music, but pop songs with the electric instrumental stuff are very easy to write. You seriously only need to write, like, 30 seconds of music and just put it on a loop, and then they just sing along. I mean...
Yeah, add a bridge and some other stuff thrown in.
I mean, no offense to that, but pop music, you can put out a lot of pop songs a lot faster than you can rock songs, and yeah. Now might be a good time to warn you that this next story is one of the worst things you'll ever hear in your life.
It's not suitable for all children under the age of 14.
You might need a paper bag to throw up in, because like artists such as Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen, and Ozzy Osbourne, Pitbull will now have his own Sirius XM radio station titled Globalization.
That's 24/7 Pitbull. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So if you thought you hated Pitbull before, if you ever plan on going on a rampage, you can just turn on that station, and I guarantee the anger inside you will just come out. it could have turned Luke Skywalker to the dark side had there been that station in Star Wars, because Pitbull is that awful.
According to the mixing engineer of Metallica's album And Justice for All, he tells that Lars Ulrich is actually to blame for the lack of bass on the album.
Yeah, if you ever listen to the album, you might notice it. It's the bass is real turned down,
The
real
kick- the
low.
kick's weak.
Yeah,
The kick's weak.
real kick weak. That's all Lars. He says that's all Lars Ulrich. Lars Ulrich told him to turn it down. And he says he's tired of people always ask him why he turned it down so much. He said it's Lars Ulrich did it, so stop blaming him. And that's actually funny that I find that not funny, but that was their first album after Cliff Burton died with Jason Newsted. He's basically, that's like him saying, I don't like this new guy, turn all of his stuff down. Like, yeah, he's going to lose his bass drum and stuff too, but, now, you just have to wonder, because I honestly believe that had Cliff Burton still been alive, they wouldn't have turned the bass, Lars would have never said anything about turning the bass down, because, him and James were like best friends and stuff, so, if Cliff had a problem, he'd go to James and then majority would rule, but how many times have Metallica just fought with each other? Amazingly, they stayed together, pretty much solid over the years, but yeah, I just think that was just a Lars Ulrich thing, I don't like this new guy kind of thing.
Interesting.
This is Metal Cat. She enjoys Metallica, Megadeth, Rancid, and occasionally some Beastie Boys. Metal Cat.
Coming to you pre-recorded from Pennsylvania, I'm Jake.
I'm Ken.
Make sure to like us on Facebook.
Follow us on Twitter.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
And actually watch our videos.
Like us, even if it's for Metal Cat.
Yeah, that too. Like Metal Cat.
Like Metal Cat. Goodbye.